What would a person have to do to survive on undeveloped land from scratch? Water, shelter, fire, food, improve the shelter, improve the food, water, tools, first aid, navigation, well being. What would be the best way to split the jobs of three people to survive on undeveloped land from scratch? All right, the first person constructs shelter, does fire, camp security, tool creation, and maintenance. The second person is going to do water sourcing and purification, foraging, gathering, hunting, and trapping, food preparation and cooking. And the third person, scouting and exploration, resource gathering, first aid, and morale. What would be the best way to split the jobs of 12 people to survive on undeveloped land from scratch? This is pretty good. It splits it into four teams: shelter, fire, tools, security, hunting, fishing, foraging, water, gardening, seed saving and propagation, food preservation, food preparation, exploration and mapping, resource gathering, first aid, morale. What would be the best way to split the jobs of 200 people to survive on undeveloped land from scratch? Now you get into having to have a government, 10 to 15 people for leadership, developing rules, resource allocation, and long term planning. 30 to 40 people for shelter and infrastructure, managing the fire and security. 50 to 60 people on food production, including livestock and fishing. 20 to 30 people working on the water, and 15 to 20 people working on healthcare and wellness, including childbirth, sanitation, education. 10 to 15 people in education and skill development, 10 to 15 people for exploration, and 10 to 15 people just for community and cultural development. That includes the arts, spiritual and religious practices. See, there is a place for you. If we're talking about a 200-person community going back to scratch, being a musician is a job. Being an artist is a job.